Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. love if you feel like I do right now. Don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. But you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall, my love, if you feel like I do right now. Don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna try, but you never do.
do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I? Why do I, baby, why do I? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling?
Remember how you held me then? Now you got me reaching out. And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out. Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, how long do I got to keep you, to keep you? Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, trying so hard not to keep you, to keep you. More times than I can get out. Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, how long do I got to keep you, to keep you? Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, trying so hard not to keep you, to keep you.
Alright guys, welcome back to CriticalX. We are back with the first game of the Gold League Finals powered by Game.tv. Thank you so much for joining in, and if you're here for the first time, please do like the stream and subscribe the channel for more content like this, for more live streams like this, and for more tournaments like this. Anyways, this is week 9 and we are witnessing 20 teams here fighting for the top spot, fighting for the top prize pool, and let's see who's going to grab that into their pockets today. Anyways, let's talk about the flight path that is going to arrive on our screens in a few seconds, and after that we'll see where the teams want to head to, if they will be getting to their preferred location or will they have to settle with some smaller compounds, and we'll have to see through that as well. There are most of the teams are coming with 4 players. If you talk about team 13 and 14, they are lacking a player each. Team 17 also going the same way. So there are some squads who are only playing with 3 players. LG also coming in with only 3 players. The flight path has arrived on our screens, and it starts from Zaki, finishes off at military base. Anyways, let's see what happens. We are seeing a western flight path to start with. It is a vertical flight path, so it will be covering most of the locations. But if you talk about the eastern locations like Lipovka, Yasnaya, Polyana, Milta Power, these locations are going to be hard to reach, and teams will have to do a lot. Teams will have to take a step further if they want to reach at those locations. D for Fujiko, let's talk about him as he has taken that early drop. Teams are showing confidence in early drops as well, and if you want to reach towards Siveni, you'll have to glide a bit. Let's talk about Team 13 as well, as they have made their way to Georgia City. Let's see if they would want to go towards northern Georgia City or the southern Georgia City. I'm not seeing too many squads heading towards northern Georgia City, so it will be a great drop for the teams as well. I guess Team 13 is going to have full control over that area. We'll have to see where the circle is forming as well to get a better view of how the teams are going to evolve in this game. Anyways, it's going to be Evoke who is trying to take that drop of northern Georgia City. He will take that drop comfortably without any trouble, as there is no competition whatsoever at that location. No drop contesting happening there. On the other hand, Team 15, Mercenaries Esports, they were doing really well in the last game, in the last week as well. They were in the Gold League Finals and they were one of the top squads. I guess they took 2 chicken dinners out of the 3 matches that we hosted in the last week on Sunday, and they will be trying to repeat that. They will be trying to recreate that. Right now I can see them going to a shooting range and also trying to capture the other 4 houses. Team 3 kind of stranded in that area, trying to take their drop, but unfortunately won't be able to do so. They have finally got a vehicle to start with, so they will start to rotate easily. They will start to go away from this location. They have also spotted out one of the players from Mercenaries Esports, but they won't be going for that location just because a player from Team Mercenaries has already got a hold, has already got the control over that area. So he will be trying to fall back. He will be trying to get a few guns, and after that maybe he will be taking his teammates to safety. Let's talk about the first circle that has formed on our screen. It has taken a southwestern shift to start with. So again, if you talk about the water area that is inside the circle, there is a lot of water area. It's around 40-60 water to land ratio. So teams have a lot less space to play around with. So we'll have to see if teams can actually adapt to that change that has just happened and adapt, because we don't see these kinds of circle too often in the region. Anyways, I guess it's ASR squad who have started off on a very good note. They have already got a knock and confirmation to start with. But if you talk about Tug squad, I guess it is Tog squad, they're in a lot of trouble as they have already lost on one of their players. This player is going to get confirmed because there is no way he can get to safety. Yes, he has been confirmed. It's going to be Lethal Weapon who will be confirming that kill. Team Lethal also starting off on a very good note. They have got that initial knock and confirmation to start with, and now we will be moving on to some more players. Lethal Call still trying to get some more information, as one of the players, Honey, has some eyes set on Astro OP. Astro OP has that AKM in his hand, and now he's going for that buggy. Will he be able to capture that buggy? That still remains a very big question. No, he won't be, as BD Honey comes in with that Scarl spray, connects beautifully. Now it's up to Yuga OP, who is trying to fall back from here. Same strategy coming in from him as well. They have already lost on 2 of their players, so it's going to be very hard for them to regroup, and it's going to be really hard for them to actually make a name for themselves in the later phase of the game, when they will be third partied and then they will be fourth partied as well, because there will be a lot of players surviving in the later phase of the game. Yuga OP was trying to actually get that player up and running as well on his vehicle, but unfortunately that player was not interested in doing so. Let's get back to SOG or SDG if I'm not wrong. So SDG squad in the Query region, in the Philippia region as well, they have taken that split drop and it is doing wonders for them. There is no squad at that location. The circle is also favoring that region, so they will be getting a lot of vehicles, and after that they will start to rotate out from that area. If you talk about Rozok, we have Team 10 and Team 6 locking horns with each other, and Team 6 is actually kind of split. If he's actually made his way to the top of the Rozok hill, so he will be having a better angle. He will be also providing that information to his squad mates because he has a better sight, he has a better view of what is happening in the main Rozok region right now. If you look at both, he has got that Dacia to start with as well. So if they don't want to engage in this fight, if they don't want to connect in this fight, if they don't want to invade the areas of the opponents, they can just go into that vehicle and they just can move away from here. ASR squad again coming into play. They have got another knock, and let's see if they will be able to take that confirmation this time. They have been in the kill feed from the starting only. They have already got a total of 3 kills, but now they're looking very strong. As I'll be checking my audio for a while. Just give me a second, guys. I'll be checking the audio if it is fine or not by switching to the live stream. Okay, it's working fine. The audio is working fine. So let's get back to the stream. ASR Baba again taking a lot of shots. They have already got 4 kills to start with Team CM on the receiving end this time, as they have already lost on one of their players. It's going to be very hard for them to come back because the numbers are not in their favor, and 2 of the players have started to actually come in from the left hand side. Crypto will have an angle over them, and he will be trying to suppress that rush. He has that information that maybe Team SR is trying to flank from the left hand side. That left flank might not work in their favor, as Fury connects a grenade on next Free Rocks, I guess. But let's see if that is going to work in their favor. Crypto trying to flank from the right hand side, also trying to safeguard his vehicle. Now he is to go through in those smokes, and this is what I was expecting from Crypto, because he knew that Team ASR is coming in from the left hand side. They will be coming in and they will be trying to blow up that vehicle so as to cancel the mobility factor of Team CM. So they started to rotate from the other side. He started to put in some smokes, and now he's going away from this location because it doesn't want to engage in this early fight, as next year gets confirmed. And we are having some more fights in Pochinki region. Let's get back to Pochinki, where we have Team 15 and Team 4 locking horns with each other. Team 4 is down to 2 guys, as 2 of the players have already been confirmed by the use of some beautiful grenades coming in from the other side. Anyways, if you talk about Starboy, they're down to 2 guys. It's going to be GMRC, one of the teams from GMRC. They're in a very tough spot. Royal Ace OP coming in from the backside as well. He might be spotted by one of the players of GMRC as they're looking to fall back. If you look at Starboy right now, he's trying to go towards the same location, but they think that there is no one at that place. But one of the players from Team Royal, it's going to be Ace OP, who is situated at that position, and they might cause a lot of trouble for the other squad, as our internet is back. We had a little bit of glitch, I guess. We are losing a lot of frames. We are still losing a lot of frames. 1 second, guys. Reconnection successful. Okay. Alright, guys, we lost off a few frames, but that's okay. Anyways, Team 21, their reinforcements have arrived, and they will be moving to safety. But if we talk about the other squad, they will be in a lot of trouble. Monster has kind of spotted the players from Team 21, so he might be able to take some shots on him. He has actually done a fair bit of damage on those players, but unfortunately won't be able to confirm that knock for his squad, and won't be able to do much, as Team Royal has started to flank from the left hand side. They have got enough vehicles to the name, so they know that there is a squad in Pochinki, and if they want to engage in that fight, they can actually go in. But I guess they are not trying to invade into Pochinki. They are not trying to engage into that area. They want to stay safe till the end. They want to take their 4 players in the last few circles, but the vehicle doesn't think so. There are a lot of shots coming in, and those shots will be damaging them a lot. So Royal squad still in a bit of trouble, as they're starting to move away from here, as they're starting to move away from this location towards safety. Let's get back to Team NS as well. They are also in favor, but there is already a squad present here. It's going to be Team 14. One of the players from Team 14 is stranded here. He's trying to safeguard himself in that shack, not giving away any footsteps, not giving away any information. So team number 17 cannot feed on that as of now, but maybe he needs some reinforcements here. He can just call for them. He can just call for his teammates, and they will come in and save him. Anyways, Team CM again on the receiving end. Crypto is going down. He has been knocked. Might be able to confirm as well. Team CM, they have been in the fight from a long time. They have been in the fight from the starting only. ASR also, they were trying to take some shots on them. AKM single taps coming into play. Exovera has been confirmed. Crypto also confirmed. It's going to be ASR who have confirmed another player from Team CM. So I guess they have made some quick work of the other squad. Team CM, they had those 2 vehicles, but they managed to fall back as well. But I don't think their rotations were good enough to actually save them from the wrath of Team ASR, as they cut off their rotations, they got those knocks and confirmations, and now they have got a total of 7 kills. So even if Team ASR, even if they die during the rotation process in the early phase of the game or even in the mid phase of the game, they won't be actually very sad with this gameplay, because they have already done an above average game. They have already got a total of 7 kills and they have only lost on one of their players, so that's another good thing going in their favor. So kill points, plus they have 3 players standing, so they can use these numbers in the later phase of the game and they can make the best out of it. Let's see if they will be able to do that. We'll have to wait for the answers to come in as we'll be moving on to the later phases. The second zone will start to pop in a little while. This first circle is on the verge of collapsing, and here's the second circle again, takes that southwestern shift. So actually most of the teams did pretend that they know that where the circle is going to go, and they went for the rotation very early. And there are a lot of squads in the query region, which is kind of centerish as of now. Team LG also coming in from the backside, from the shooting range area. They will make their way to Gatka range, and maybe they would want to stay on the edges. That might go in their favor, but I don't think they are going to go through to the compounds, because they know there are a lot of squads who will be holding these compounds, because whenever the fight happens in query region or the surrounding regions of query, there are not enough compounds, so teams have to feed on the ridges, teams have to use those ridges. But MGT coming out with a beautiful spray gets a knock for his squad. Let's see if he'll be able to confirm his skill, so we'll have to wait for that, as MGT got that knock. Unfortunately the confirmation hasn't arrived till now, so maybe that fight was happening in a mid range, but the red zone has formed on this area. The confirmation has arrived finally. MGT will be getting that 1 kill, but Team 16 will be looking from far, and they will be also trying to get some knocks and confirmations. Anyways, let's get back to Team Lethal. They have lost Honey in the process of rotating into the circle, as MGT cut off their rotation, but now they still have enough vehicles. They can just rotate. They are trying to boost themselves up, and in the process of that, some of the players are also trying to take some shots on MGT. They are also trying to do some damage to them. Jiggle OP finally comes in, and Vipin will confirm that kill on Yuga OP, and now they have spotted a few players from MGT. A beautiful Kar 98 shot coming in, but unfortunately won't be able to connect. Will go for another. Mayank will be looking from far away as well. Mayank will come in, but the red zone will do the damage to Call, as Call has been knocked out. The revival will be coming in. I'll have to see if the vehicle has been damaged or not. Actually, vehicle is still intact, so they will be feeding on that vehicle, as Royal Two-Face gets a knock on one of the players. We'll have to look forward to that as well. MGT, they have got that revival done, but if you talk about Team 16, they are getting damaged by the blue, so they will need to move into the circle first, because both the squads are way outside the circle. So if they move in very early, they will be getting some more information when the third circle or the fourth circle will pop in. Anyways, talking about Team 5, they are at a tough spot as well, as Team 21 coming in from the right hand side. They will be feeding on this information. They will be getting some information, and this is what I was talking about when the zone actually forms in the query region or the region surroundings query area. There are a lot less compounds, and teams have to feed on the ridges, and you can see a lot of vehicles coming into play, and the vehicles are kind of damaged. And ASOP has been spotted by Vortex. Vortex will be trying to connect that shot, but ASOP will move to safety, as that tree will help him survive for the time being. A lot of squads will be coming in, a lot of rotations will be coming in from this region, so these teams have to be very cautious. These teams have to be very careful of the rotation they are taking, of the places that they are staying in. SQ9 Max PDF will get that knock on Mercy, so it's going to be SQ9 again coming up with that knock. Let's see if they will be able to confirm that knock, because that was a mini 40 knock, and it did come in a long range shot, so I don't think that confirmation is going to arrive. I guess they are looking for a confirmation. They are looking for a rush, because they have a lot of vehicles, so they are trying to charge into that compound where they just got a knock. Max PDF will be trying to provide that cover from the far, and actually they have slammed in with 2 players. They have sent in 2 players to get that damage done to Team Ares, and the other 2 players are still providing backup from the backside. So we'll have to see if the 2 players that they have sent in, if they will be the ADS of Team SQ9, because if you're not in the ADS, if you're not willing to use your 4-minute advantage, you can go down quite easily. Now let's talk about Team 11. They have started to flank towards the right hand side as well. P3S also going down. One of the players has been knocked out, but beautiful grenade coming in, and Dogra has been damaged, but for God's sake, he will survive, and the damage was not enough to knock him out. Let's get back to P3S, as one of the players has been knocked out. It's going to be team number 10, I guess, who are taking those shots. And just because a lot of teams will be in open, and one of the players actually slammed in, it's going to be team 10 putting their money in this fight. It's a 3v3 fight. Team E3S P3S is already down. P3S is already down on number, so they will be paying the price for it. Let's see if they will be able to suppress the rush as grenade comes in, and it is a beautiful grenade. Evoke has been knocked out, and now Molly is being thrown in as well. Tugneo connecting that beautiful grenade. Now Team P3S is down to 2 guys, and they have a lot of work to be done as the P3S Raptor goes down as well with the DP28 spray. And now the last man standing from P3S, it's going to be Daku. He will be going for that spray, will get that knock, will get another, but unfortunately the numbers were too much for him. The third guy will take him down. He actually showed a very good gameplay getting those 2 knocks, but unfortunately it won't be enough, and he will go down as the last player from Team P3S. It will be Team Tug getting that win in this fight. And the zone has actually formed. The third zone has formed on our screens, and finally some of the water area has been avoided, and 70 to 75% of the land area has been included in this circle, as one of the players from Ares has been knocked out as well. So Ares again, they're going into another fight. Let's get back to them as I'll have to go to Ares as one of the player has been knocked out by a grenade. But was that enough? Was it enough? So we'll have to see that as SQ9 is trying to rush in. They have got another knock to start with. They will be looking for that information as well. Dogra will be trying to rush in as they know that there's a player knocked out in that barn house. Dogra is trying to pop in a health kit right now, and another grenade comes in. Lynch gets confirmed. Psycho survives on minimal HP. He's barely breathing right now, but it is enough. It is enough to keep him alive. He will pop in that health kit. He will move from 0 to 75 health points in no time as SQ9 Dogra is trying to rush in. Ares Psycho will be trying to stop that rush, but where is the backup? Where are the reinforcements here? M762 beautiful spray comes in, and a lot of damage has been done to Hawk. He will go down as well. Dogra trying to suppress the rush. Dogra will be trying to go for that revival as well, but will he go for that fight? Will he commit to that fight just because they have the numbers advantage? He will go for it, and now it's the end for Ares squad, and SQ9 will be winning that fight with a total of 4 players, and they've got a total of 4 kills to start with. So they haven't lost any of their players, so no casualty on their side, but they have managed to get 4 players into their compound, into their pockets, and now they have got those 4 kills to start with. Anyways, MGT also on the receiving end, as one of the player has been knocked and the other player got confirmed as well. So we'll have to go back to MGT and see if they will be able to come back after that disastrous start to the fight. Some grenades being thrown by Badass. Let's see if those grenades will be enough to keep his squad alive in this game. But Team 17 looking very strong right now as Tarun goes down as well, and now MGT is legit down to 2 guys. They won't be able to get that revival then, I guess. Mustang trying to give some cover from the backside, but the grenades are not stopping, and the grenades are very lethal. Finally Mustang coming in with that cover, but Badass and Tarun will get confirmed by that vehicle explosion. A lot of grenades came in, and they were enough to get rid of 3 players from MGT. MGT survives with the lone player is going to be Mustang. Mustang will be trying to do a 1v3 here, but the grenades, they are not stopping. How many grenades are these guys carrying? And the grenades were enough. They didn't engage in that fight completely. They didn't commit to that fight completely, but they popped in those beautiful grenades to get rid of the whole MGT squad. They must be biting their nails. MGT, they must be biting their nails right now. The kind of grenades, because whenever you get flushed by grenades, and whenever you're not able to show your full potential, it does bite you from inside. If you just think that why did I die with a grenade? If I would have gone for a direct fight, a 1v1 fight, maybe I could have done better. Anyways, this time SQ9 looking in a great trouble, as one of the players is going to get flushed. There is no way they are going to get that revival done, as they are surrounded by a lot of teams. And this is what I was talking about. When you are in this region, Query region, Philippine region, you don't have a lot of compounds to play around with, so you need to go into the ridges. And one of the players, if you look at SQ9 Hawk right now, he's on the edge of the circle. He's not having any vehicles. The only vehicle he had has been blown up as well. So now if the circle goes away from him, which will be happening, where will he go? He's not having any hard cover. He's not having any vehicle as well. So it's going to be very hard for him to come back until unless his teammates can come up and pick him up to take him to the next circle. So that can be one thing to look at. But Hawk trying to safeguard himself by the use of the smokes. But unfortunately, I guess that smoke is going to disappear in a little while, as we are moving on to another internet issue. Let me check, guys, which internet I'm connected to. Just give me a second, guys. Okay, I'm connected to the, okay, it's connected to the LAN cable, so I don't know why that issue happened for 1 or 2 seconds, but let's just leave that. SQ9 still 3 guys standing, as Nehra has been confirmed in no time, but SQ9 still 3 players standing. Still they have a lot of life in their team. ASR is going to be who are trying to take some shots, but they will be backstabbed as well. They already have 7 kills to start with. This is what I was talking about when ASR started off this fight. They already had 7 kills in their pocket when they went to military base, and now they have made the best out of it, as a lot of vehicles coming in and the vehicles are rotating. Let's look at the other players of SQ9, Dogra and Max. What are they doing right now? They have already made their way to circle. I guess they have given up on Hawk, who's not having enough vehicles right now. They should have picked him up. That should have been the right call. But I guess they will be playing 2-man squad here, because there is no way Hawk can make his way into the circle, because if you see, the 4th circle will start to close in a little while, so that can be a cause of concern for them. Anyways, let's talk about Godrush, who's having 7 kills right now. His squad is having 7 kills. Lethal Weapon gets a knock on one of the players. Will have to go back to Lethal as well. Lethal Weapon is the sole survivor from his squad. He has got that knock. Will be trying to confirm that with the use of that grenade. Unfortunately, I don't think that is going to connect. Yes, it won't connect, but grenades are being thrown from the other side as well. So a lot of damage being dealt by grenades. We saw that happening in the last fight as well. Lethal Weapon going all in as he spots out Blaze, but numbers are not in his favor, and the numbers are coming in handy for Team 14. They will get that confirmation, and it will be Team 14 clutching that fight quite easily. And SQ9, again we are back to SQ9, where Hawk is stranded, and he has nowhere to go. He has no vehicles, and his health is going down. He's only having 1 health kit and 3 energy drinks. He needs to pop in those energy drinks. He needs to boost himself up. As team number 19, they have their eyes set on that player, and Toxic Dude gets knocked out by Merc, as Tox connects those beautiful single taps, and he will be connecting them with great accuracy to get rid of 1 player from team ASR, as ASR will be down to 2 players and 8 kills. So they have already got 8 kill points to their name, so they have had a good start, but will they end on a good note? That still remains a question, as shots are coming in on Venix as well. A lot of shots connected. The tire has been blown up, and some shots connected on Venix as well, as he will go down down ridge, and he will try to save himself up. Anyways, let's get back to Thug squad, who are 4 players standing. They have got 6 kills in their favor as well, so they are one of the top contenders for the chicken in this game, but they will have to rotate early, as the 5th zone has just formed on our screens, and the squad who will rotate first, they will get the rewards for that. They will be the the first to get into the zone. They will have good control over the safe zone, and they can dominate other squads from that area, as Fender connects another from his squad. Actually, if you look at Team Mercenaries Esports, they only have 2 kills right now, but one thing that has gone in their favor is that they still have 4 players standing, so they can actually use their numbers well, as Batman gets confirmed by Tox, so that will take their kill numbers to 3. But if you look at Team 14, they are on the edge of the circle has favored them, and Mercenaries Esports as well, they had the higher advantage, and the zone took a hard shift to actually support them. So I guess the PUBG gods are with them. 4 players standing, 3 kills to the name, and they have a good tough spot in the region as well, so maybe they are a contender that we are missing out on right now. Royal squad, on the other hand, outside the zone. 5th circle will start to close in a matter of 20 seconds, and if one of the players get knocked out here, that will be terrible for the squad, because they need to go into the circle, so they shouldn't take those fights in the 5th circle, when the zone is not not that easy to go into. And there are a lot of squads in the close vicinity. There are some squads on the right hand side, there are some squads on the left hand side as well. Vijay Chauhan, thank you so much for joining the stream, bro. Welcome to the stream. Yuvraj Gupta, thank you so much for joining the stream. Prashant Dubey, welcome to the stream, and Prashant Yadav as well. A lot of Prashants coming into the chat. Jester, thank you so much for coming in, bro. Let's talk about Royal, as they are trying to move in. They only have 0 kills to the name, and now they are finally started to pop in some smokes. But Mercenaries Esports, they will be trying to get some pieces out of them. They will be trying to get some shots connected on them, and they will be trying to get those confirmations, as SQ9 is going down piece by piece, and they have been completely annihilated, and it will be giving us our top 10 squads, I guess. T44 Joker, let's get back to them as well, as I'll be removing the charger, so the phone will heat less, and we'll have less render as well. Anyways, T44 Joker, still they only have a wooden shack cover, but the 5th zone will start to close in after a matter of 60 seconds. So that is going to be one thing to look at, as the grenade is being cooked by one of the players from Team S, and this grenade can get the job done. Oh no, the cover fire coming in from the backside. Beautiful cover fire on the player of Team 17. He gets knocked out. The revival might be coming in, but do they have enough time? Team 10 will be trying to heal up as well. I guess the grenade did a lot of damage to them. SQ9 is still up and running. They are not confirmed as of now. They have got a total of 6 kills, but they are still surviving. That's one good thing going in their favor. Let's see if SQ9 will be able to rotate completely towards the zone, as ASR is again getting damaged. Vanix gets knocked out, Fender gets knocked out as well. Now, but if you talk about Mercenaries Esports, again the zone has favored them. What is happening here? The zone is favoring them again and again, and it is taking hard shift, and it is telling them to take that second dinner, as God Rush will get confirmed, and it will be Team EXT clutching that fight with a total of 6 kills. They have made it to top 8, and they still have 3 players surviving. Anyways, they have done well to survive till this time. EXT Fury getting a total of 5 kills out of the 6 kills his squad has taken. Rich is also surviving as the only player. He might be able to do a lot of damage to Team EXT, as he has an eye over them. Sahib might be spotted as well, as they are struggling to make it to the circle. Rich might be the guy to act a spoiler for them, because if you look at EXT, they haven't lost out on a lot of players, but now they will be spotted. Sahib will be spotted again. Fury is damaged, and now this 5th zone is already closing in, so you can actually see the kind of damage to be doing. Sahib gets knocked out, Rich getting that knock. Fury will go down by the play zone, and it will be end of Team EXT. Rich will try to move into the circle, as Mercenaries Esports tries to move in as well. They have tried to take full control over this area. There are still 4 guys standing, and maybe they are going to get that chicken dinner again for the 3rd time, because if you talk about the last 2 games, when we held the Gold League finals, they were the team to get 2 chicken dinners out of 3, and now again they have started on a good note. They have made it to top 3. They still have 4 players standing. They have the highest numbers advantage, I guess, other than Team 10. Thug squad also coming in with 4 players, but Thug squad, now they are closer to the zone, so this thing might go in their favor. They all have already got 6 kills to the name, as Team INSKB will get confirmed by the grenade. It will be Team 10 with 6 kills, and now we have Team 19 also coming in with 4 players, and now this is a 4v4 fight between Mercenaries Esports and Team Thug. Thugron has been knocked out by Fender. Now this is the time to rush in. Yes, Zlatan is up and running. He's ready for this fight. He's rushing in completely. It will be Team Thug. They might be going down, but actually Fender stops just before actually rushing in, and he will get knocked out as well, and a lot of shots are connected even after knocking him out, so the confirmation might be arriving as well. No cover whatsoever being provided by the teammates who were on the high ground. I guess Fender missed out on that opportunity, will be paying the price for it, and now they are going to go with that second vehicle. Is it enough to keep the other players alive? He's going for that revival, but one of the players died in the same fashion, so will it be Fender also going down, as he has been dealt with a lot of damage. Fender survives on minimal HP. He's barely breathing right now, but it will be enough to keep him alive. But is it the time for Team 10 to rush in? Is it the time for them to throw in some good grenades? Well, good grenades can get the job done here. It was a 4v4 fight to start with, but one mistake from Team Mercenaries, and they are down to 2 players. What a disaster for Team Mercenaries. They were leading at one point, but one mistake, they just stopped that vehicle at the wrong location. Now they're paying the price for it. Mercenaries Esports down to 1 guy. They are being ripped apart in the final phase of the circle, as Tox survives as the only player, and I guess we are in for a 27-minute angle here. Tox finally gets a knock for his squad, but will it be enough? Oh, a lot of damage dealt to Mercenaries Esports, as they will go down at 2nd position. It will be Thug squad getting that chicken with a total of 10 kills. Mercenaries Esports coming up at 2nd position with a total of 10 kills as well. Team NS at 3rd position with a total of 4 kills, and that will be it for this game. We will be meeting after a short break with the 2nd game of the day. Thank you so much for joining in. Let's meet after a short break.
Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
With my head again, you had your heart set on me, but these feels, they come and go, and they come so easily. Tell me what it is about you that I can't forget, but you're breaking down my walls again, just to set me free. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Staying up when I go out, you gotta know I'm all yours. But when I say what's that about, you start slurring your words. Tell me why you have to seem so distant when I'm holding you. Your fingertips are drifting away, and I fucking love how it hurts. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I? Why do I, baby, why do I? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling?
got me reaching out. And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out. Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, how long do I got to keep you, to keep you? Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, trying so hard not to keep you, to keep you. How long do I got to keep you, to keep you? Trying so hard not to keep you, to keep you. Do you remember how you held me then? Now you got me reaching out. Yeah. And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out. Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, how long do I got to keep you, to keep you? Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, trying so hard not to keep you, to keep you. How long do I gotta keep you? My heart rages around like an ocean in my head, because there are so many things that I left unsaid.
Alright guys, welcome back to the stream. This is going to be your host Dinker Chaudhary back with another live stream on CriticalX. So this is the second game of the day. We just hosted Wrangle and now we are moving on to Sanhok. And Sanhok is home to some early action, to some early fights. So we'll be seeing which teams are going to lock their horns with each other in the early games. Anyways, let's talk about the flight path first, which is the kind of standard approach to casting as well. This flight path starts from Hathin, finishes off on the northern side of Tok. So a centralized flight path, but it doesn't matter in Sanhok. The flight path, wherever the flight path is, teams can actually go on to their preferred locations by just gliding, and it's kind of easy, it's kind of relaxing for squad to not worry about one thing in Sanhok. So if you're playing Sanhok, you have one thing less to worry about, but there are a lot of other things to worry about, as you have third parties, fourth parties in Sanhok in the early phase only, because if you go to Wrangle Miramar, you'll have third parties, fourth parties in the later phase of the game, maybe in the fifth circle, but here in Sanhok you can get third party any time of the game. So I'll have to see to that as well. Anyways, in the past we have seen a lot of teams avoiding hot drops, avoiding boot camp and parallel resorts in Sanhok. But let's see if that will happen again, as ZTG Galopi gets a shotgun to start with. But there is one more squad at this area. I guess it's going to be Team 13, and Team 13 is P3S. They didn't have a very good last game, so maybe they want to compensate for it in this one only. They want to get a lot of kills in this one only, so they are trying to go all in. They are trying to go to boot camp, which is kind of not the best approach. Aries, on the other hand, they were also flushed out very early going into the first game itself. So let's see if they will be able to come back in the second game today. There's a lot dependent on the players. There's a lot of things dependent on these teams who are fighting hard to actually make it to the prize pool that is being provided by the PMWW team. Anyways, thank you so much for joining, guys. The zone actually shifts towards the Hathin Island, so I guess Hathin Island is going to be the hotspot of the Sanhok map in this game, just because the complete Hathin Island is inside the circle. So when the zone starts to shift in, it will take some hard shifts towards that area, and I guess the central compounds where Team Thug and MGT are closest to, I guess they are going to have some good start. But Thug, Blazy Whitey getting that good start, getting that head start by that first confirmation. I guess MGT Mayank, on the other hand, has his eyes set on the players of Thug, as they have already got that confirmation. But that confirmation, those gunshots have provided that information to MGT as well, that yes, there is a squad present at this location, so maybe they need to be cautious of all the moves that they are making. Thug also, since they have just confirmed a player at this location, they will be very cautious of the movement they are doing, just because of the fact that they know that teams like to drop off at a near vicinity to each other, so they are expecting a few players here and there. On the other hand, we have EXT Monster coming with a monster grenade and getting that knock for his squad. EXT is in Pineland right now. They have started to rush in as soon as they got that early knock to start with, and they are not giving any breather to Team 4 as the spray comes in from Ninja as well. But Ninja will be going down before doing any damage to his opponent, so it was very unfortunate for Ninja going down without putting up a good fight. Now Team number 4 is down to 2 guys. Next, Shrey got confirmed very early in the last game, is going the same way in this one as well. Shrey is looking to fall back from this location here, and I guess he needs to call his teammate as well if he wants to fall back, because they only have 2 players standing, and it becomes very hard in Sanhok to actually do anything with 2 players, as P3S is being knocked out again. And they were kind of bad in Wrangle as well, and they have started off in this game on the same note. And if you look at Daku, he has flanked extremely on the left hand side, and if he gets knocked out here, there will be no way his teammates can get that res done on him, and it will provide Team CM a chance to rush in completely to get that flush onto these players. But still a lot of game is left, and we have Prashant Dubey coming back in the chat. Prashant, thank you so much for joining in, bro. Anyways, Daku starts to flank back as Evoke is bleeding out really quickly. He will get informed by one of the players from Lethal, and his crate is ready-made now. And if you talk about P3S, 3 players still standing, but there are 2 players still standing actually. 2 of the players have been confirmed. Evoke and Raptor were the first 2 guys to go out, to go down in this game. Anyways, we still have a lot of firepower left. We still have a lot of players left even in boot camp, as we started off with 3 teams in this area, where Team P3S started off with 4 players. Lethal also started off with 4 players, but Team P3S, they have had a disastrous start. They have already lost on 2 of their players, so unfortunately they have been on the receiving end, but they have not been able to do any kind of damage to the your opponents. So that has been one thing that has been going against them. So will they be looking for a fallback? Because we have seen teams with only 2 players falling back from Painan as well. So will this be the same strategy coming in bootcamp as well? As FreeX goes down, EXT Monster will be confirming that kill, and he won't be allowing Nextria and company to fall back. And I guess they have actually eliminated them completely, as Mercenaries Esports coming up with the confidence of the last game. They will be trying to build up on that, as they have already started to adjust their scopes as well. So they are ready for this fight. They know that there is someone in Painan. They want to go big on that information. They want to go big on that opportunity, and it's EXT who have just got a few kills. And you want to eliminate the teams who have some initial points, who have some initial kill points, so that they don't go higher up the order and they don't rack up enough points to topple you up. And Shahib has been spotted, and as soon as Rat spotted him, he went for that spray, no thinking. And this has been the kind of strategy from Mercenaries Esports. They don't think much. As soon as they get a chance to flush anyone out, they just go for it, and this has been one of the main reasons for their success. Anyways, let's see how much success they will get in this game, because Shannock is a luck based game as well. You want to play on your skills. Yes, that's a good thing, but there is some more things to some more factors that can come into play. If you talk about the zone, and then you talk about the shifts, and if you talk about Mercenaries Esports right now, they kind of have the that gut feeling that maybe the zone will form on the Hathin Island. So they have started to rotate completely. They didn't want to engage in that Painan fight for too long, because that would have been delayed their rotation. So they don't want to delay that thing. They don't want to waste their time in an unnecessary fight where they might get a kill or two. They might get a 4 kill head start as well, but going into the later phase of the game, it would have been very hard for them to actually make big of that 4 kill number. Anyways, if they make it to the circle safely, they will have a strong compound near to them. They will have a good approach as well, and they might be able to flush out all the squads that will be in the process of rotating at that region. So they are thinking kind of big. They are thinking about the future right now, and that's the kind of strategy you would expect from a top team, and that's the kind of strategy you would expect from a squad who is looking to make big. As Sylvester, he went down by the red zone. He got confirmed by the red zone as well. So very unfortunate for these players, and I guess the other players, they must be very cautious right now, because they just lost out on one of their players right in front of their eyes. He was knocked out by the red zone. He got confirmed with the red zone as well. And these players, and they only start with 3 players. So now, after losing out on one of the players, they are down to 2 guys. So that was very unfortunate for the guys. Blaze will be trying to loot the crates of his teammates, as Team 6 also makes their way to this region. I guess if they were reading the kill feed, they will know that there was someone in the red zone. And in Shannock, you can actually get some more information because of the red zone if some player gets knocked out of the red zone, because the area is very less. And since Shannock is a very small map, only a 4x4 map, so it does provide you much more information. Even if the other team is fighting, you will hear those noise, and you will hear those sounds, and that will allow you to get the more information over to your opponents. Anyways, let's talk about the circle. Still bootcamp in for contention for the circle, but I guess in the next few circle it is going to go out. Team 11 using buggies as well, but I guess Team 12 has the information. Team Exoveda, he's only having that MK47 to his name, and I guess other gun is Uzi. So not the best guns, but I guess he has spotted King. He will be going for those burst shots. Let's see if those burst shots will connect or not. There is a lot of delay on the stream, so there is no chance of stream snipe. And on top of that, I will be replying your questions or your queries late as well. Let's get back to Team NS, as they are trying to rotate completely from the water side. And if you talk about them, I can't actually spot them. They are on the southern side of the circle. They are out of the reach, and they are going for that water rotation in that area. I guess it might come in handy, but it might go against them as well. MGT making good use of their space. They were on the edges of the Hathin Island from a long time, and they have been redeeming themselves from a long time as well, because we saw a lot of teams rotating from this area. We knew that a lot of teams are going to rotate. Thug has been spotted by Mustang. Mustang will go for that random spray. Unfortunately, won't be able to connect. He's not having any scopes. Maybe he will get that scope from the crate of Boss, whose vehicle just exploded to get rid of 2 of the players. I guess Thug has already lost on 2 of the players. They started off well in the first match itself, but now they are going down, as Mercenaries Esports is picking up some pieces as well. They have finished off 2 of the players from Thug, and Thug has been completely eliminated. The winners of the last game, they have been eliminated by Mustang, MGT Mustang and company, and Mercenaries Esports as well. So this is the time for the Team Mercenaries to spot to shine out, because they were they were at second position in the last game. So if they close in on that gap in the second game itself, if they can get a healthy lead in this one, they will have some relaxation in third game. Going into third game, they won't have much pressure, but yes, they will continue the same kind of gameplay that we expect from them. They will be going in for the same kind of gameplay, same kind of approach. As Lethal is down to 3 guys, one of the player was confirmed in boot camp itself, but now they still have 3 players standing. Mercenary Esports, they still have 4 players standing, but I was talking about how they like to rotate early, they like to take those strong positions inside the circle, and yes, they have done it, and now they have started to cut off the rotations that were coming in from the other squads, and they have started to build up on that, and they have got that 1 kill to start with. Let's talk about Team 14 as well, as they have also lost one of the players, I guess, by that red zone bomb that fell on one of the players, and the confirmation came in at the right time as well. But now if you look at it, I guess they are looking good at this location. They have the zone favoring them as well, but when the next zone will form, it can force them out of the circle, so they'll have a long way to go. Team 17 on the other hand, they have rotated completely through the water, and now they have made their way to the circle on the edges, still on the edges, I guess, but yes, they have finally made it to the circle by showing complete rotation from the western side, from the southwestern side to be precise, and they'll have an easy way. But when the next circle forms, I guess they will be gatekeeped a lot, just because if you talk about the belt that they are going into, there are 2 to 3 squads present there, and I guess that might be a cause of concern for them as they'll start moving in. SQ9 still playing on the edges, and since this is Shannon, edge to edge might seem like the right choice, but you'll have to clear your back as well. When you are going in, you need to make sure that there is no one on your back. But if you look at SQ9, yes, they have cleared out their back. They are actually starting from the western edge, from the western corner, so there will be no one on their back, so they can actually move in slowly, and they won't have any issue. And if you talk about the zone, if it actually goes towards ruins area, that will be very good for team 9, team 15, team mercenaries as well. But there will be a lot of trouble for SQ9, because they'll have to cross the bridge or maybe take the waterways, which can be a cause of concern for them. Team CM on the receiving end, one of the players has already been knocked and confirmed, but from their end, no shots have been taken. They are still 3 players standing, but they have got a total of 0 kills. As one of the players from Team 7, it's going to be Crypto, who has managed to get a hold of the compound, but unfortunately hasn't been able to use that to its potential. Let's see if we'll be able to come back in the later phases, as Team CM Crypto still trying to gather some information, as zone has shifted away from them. And this is what I was talking about, zone shifting towards ruins, and still a little part of Hathin Island is up for grabs. It's still inside the zone, but I'm expecting a hard shift towards the Camp Alpha Island in this zone. If you talk about the Alpha Island right now, if the zone can actually take a hard shift towards that area, it will be a cause of concern for a lot of squads. MGT Mustang still on the other side of the river. They'll have a lot of issues as well, as SQ9 starts to grab a lot of kills, starts to capture a lot of kills, but they are being shot at as well. 2 of the players have been knocked out. They are needing a revival as of now. Some smokes will be popped in, and those smokes can come in handy, as Hawk is still waiting to take those shots. He's still trying to get some information on the players of Team 3 who have lost on one of the players, but since they have got 2 knocks to start with, I guess this is the time for them to make their way to actually strengthen their position inside the circle. Yes, they are trying to take that bridge, and bridge approach might not be the right choice, because the zone is still unclear, so you're not clear where the zone will form, and putting your money on the other island when one of the island is still inside the circle, that's a massive move, and you're actually showing a lot of confidence on Team 16 Hacker. No bro, Yuvraj Gupta, please don't say that. If you have proof, you can give it to the management, and then we can sort it out, but without proof, please don't see that. ESP, there is no proof of ESP, bro. Please don't say that. Mercenary Esports coming back with some good sprays. They have finally managed to get a few knocks, and they will be trying to get some confirmation as well. And this is what I was talking about. They had a strong position inside the circle, and now they are making the best out of it. They have already got a total of 3 kills to start with. Now they will be looking for some confirmation as well. MGD is down to 1 guy who's going to be Mustang. There is a lot to do, and he is actually trying to fall away, but he has been spotted. Spray coming in. Mustang will be spotted. He's barely breathing on 15 HP, and 1 or 2 shots, and it will be game over for Team MGT as they are going down. Mustang comes out to breathe, goes in again. He will be picked up by Team RG. It will be Taz confirming that kill, and now MGD going down. Mercenary is also on the receiving end, as Mustang got confirmed. Spray coming in from Joker. Zlatan has been knocked out by one of the players from THDG. Royal Two-Face also getting knocked out by one of the players from I guess Lethal came into the fight. Lethal started off very well in Shannock, but after that they have been rather very cold, so that has gone against them. We'll have to see which team can actually gather some information, which team team can actually have their way going into the final phase of the circle. Team NS still 4 players standing. A lot of shots haven't been taken on them. Actually, they have been surviving rather easily if you talk about them. But let's see if the sprays will be coming in, if they will be able to come back as team 3 still camping the bridge as of now. Let's see where the circle will form. If it takes a northern hard shift, that will be very good for these squads, because if you look at that positioning, there are not a lot of squads on the northern edge. SQ and Hawk, I guess he went to take a vehicle. Nehra is still in water waiting for the zone to close in, and the zone might close in a little while as team 22 has tried to take some shots. Astro has been knocked out, and I guess it was team Thog who took that chicken dinner, so they are still alive. So I guess Mercenaries Esports, they're not having a breather as of now. They first need to eliminate THDG or THOG Thog squad to actually make their way onto the top of the points table. And yes, they know it. They have tried to put in that grenade. The grenade is well cooked. Let's see if that will be giving some damage. Yes, the grenade connects, and Astro OP has been knocked out, and one grenade actually knocks out 2 of the players from team Thog. Yuga OP goes down as well, and they will be making a quick work of team Thog. I guess Blazy White is the only player surviving from his squad, and Blazy White is looking for a fallback as the zone has taken a hard shift towards the northwestern side. But yes, teams are going down rather easily. Team CM, they will have a really easy way into the circle as they have some open compounds. Those compounds can be held by them. And let's talk about AOP. Zeno Sena survives as the only player. He needs to move into the circle, but right now he's not taking any risk. Team NS still 4 players standing. They have not taken any risks, but they'll have to take those risks coming into the circle now, because they'll have to move on to the next island. And now they have finally started to take some shots, and they will be gathering a lot of kills since they have 4 players surviving going into the 4th circle, and the circle will start to close in a matter of 0 seconds. Yes, the circle has already started to close in as we were talking about it. And yes, a lot of players are going down rather easily. Apex on the other hand, still 3 players standing. They have got a total of 2 kills to start with. Some bikes being spotted by them, but they are inside the circle, so they don't have to worry about it much. Mercenaries on the other hand, they are struggling on the other side of the river. Will they actually charge in, or are they looking for some kills here? As Team 15 has started to, as Team 15 is actually starting to close in on them. Team 15 might be able to get some shots. They might be able to get some information as well, and they will be passing on that information to their teammates to feed on. But right now, Mercenaries also looking for a fight. Fender Mercenaries, he has a total of 5 kills. Fender coming out on top in this one, but EXT Fury has been knocked out by Tox, and Tox will be providing that information now that yes, I have spotted a few players. Now you need to throw in some grenades, you need to throw in some shots as the 4th zone is closing in. It is going to be very hard for Team EXT to make a name for themselves in this one, as the grenades are being popped in by the players of MERC. Grenades not connecting, falling short of the target. And I guess if you talk about Team EXT, they can go actually from the left hand side, but they have Team MS on the left hand side who can spot them out, who can stop them from making it to the circle. Anyways, yes, they are putting their money on the left hand side, but there is already a squad present. It's going to be Team MS. Vortex will be trying to take those shots, but unfortunately won't be able to connect as of now. Vortex finally connects, and he connects beautifully as Zlatan and Tox also comes into play. They blast that vehicle to get rid of full EXT squad. And how well is Mercenaries Esports playing? They have got a total of I guess 6 to 8 kills. I'll have to check that, and they are playing it out very beautifully. They have been very consistent with their kills, and they have got a total of 11 kills going into this circle, and they still have 4 players standing. So I guess they are going to have a very good game in this one as well, and they are in for a massive chicken dinner here. But the only the only struggle that they are going to have is to make it to the other side of the zone, to make it to the other side of the bridge right now, as the zone will shift towards the other side. I guess we'll have to see where the zone is going to form. I'm expecting a northern shift here. Yes, the northern shift is here, and now Team Mercenaries will have to cross the bridge, will have to cross the river as well. Let's see if they will be able to do that. As Rich tries to take some shots, unfortunately won't be able to do so. Jigalopi has been confirmed, Team 17 on the receiving end, and they have been knocked out. One of the players has been knocked out, but they still have a few players standing, so they won't be having any issues. The bridge side actually favoring team number 3. They have been on the bridge from a long time. They committed to the bridge, and that commitment has done wonders for them. They are still surviving with a few players in their pocket. Team 17 on the other side, they also want to strike struggle. They also want to come back, but they're on the edges as well. They need to cross the river, as the fifth zone will start to close in a matter of 5 seconds. So I guess this is a cause of concern for them as well, because a lot of teams were on the ruins island, and the zone shifting towards the Camp Alpha Island. It caused a lot of discomfort for the squad, as team number 9, he's the last player from team 9 is actually trying to use the waterways to actually make it to the other side of the river, but he might be spotted at this area and he might go down, but there is nothing he can do. He needs to stay alive, and there are squads coming in from the back side as well. There are squads coming in from the front side as well. So he's just putting all his money in God's hand right now. Like, whatever happens, I'll just try to survive. Anyways, Mercenaries Esports being picked up as well. They were trying to make it to the circle. They were trying to make it to the other side of the river, and I guess 2 of the players will make it safely, but Zlatan has been knocked out. He will go down. Fender also trying to go in, but if the zone closes in, it will be a cause of concern for him. Team NS Crafty has been knocked out. Talk Smirk finally gets a knock for his squad, but he will go down as well, and Team Mercenaries will be down to 2 guys who are still struggling inside the water. So I guess Chicken Dinner looks hard for them with only 2 players. SQ9, the zone has favored them a lot. There are still 4 guys standing. They haven't got a lot of kills, but the zone has been favoring them from starting only. They were on the edges. They were on the I guess the western edge of the map, but still the zone has been favoring them. They haven't moved much, considering that they took the western drop. They have moved the least on this map. Team CM on the other end, coming in from the northeastern edge, they didn't have to move much as well, but yes, they have shown some good rotations to actually stay alive. Team CM, let's look at their route. They have come up from they have come up actually from the edge of the island where MGD took that drop. SQ9 on the other hand, if you look at their route, they haven't moved much. They actually had a lot less work to do. They just took this drop off this island, and after that they had some easy ways. Anyways, let's talk about Team SQ9, who rotated completely from the backside. Rich has been confirmed by Wrath, and now the fights are coming in. Team Mercenaries down to 2 players. They have got a total of 12 kills, but now we still have 8 teams alive. Will they be able to get a top-notch finish as they did in the last game? Fendermer trying to go into the circle. One of the players from Ares has been confirmed comfortably, and it was Wrath who came up with those kills. So they are still racking up a lot of kills. They have already made their way to top 6. SQ9, they are down to 2 players in a matter of few seconds. Hawk will get confirmed as well, and now SQ9 is down to 1 guy, but Nehra will try to take that spray. Unfortunately, won't be able to connect much, but he has that information right now on Crypto as well. He might be able to knock down Crypto, and after that will be very easy for him. But Nehra is going for that grenade right now. Let's see if that grenade will get the job done for him, as he will go for it, and I guess that grenade is going to go in vain. Yes, that grenade will go in vain, as Team CM trying to use their numbers well. 1 knock from Nehra. Confirmation will arrive as well, so Nehra actually decreasing the numbers advantage in his favor as of now. Nehra will be trying his best to knock out another player from Team CM. Crypto trying to rush in as well. I was expecting a third party coming in from the boys as well, but unfortunately no third party coming in as of now. Ares King will get flushed by Playzone. He was going for a heal battle, but the numbers are too much for Nehra. He will go in for that spray, will connect a few shots, but he will get third partied from Survival, who will come in from the back end, will get a knock on SQ9, and will get a confirmation on Crypto as well. It will be T44 Joker getting that kill. Team 3 making the best out of this zone. Actually, that zone was favoring the bridge area, and they were on the bridge from a long time, from the 3rd circle itself, I guess, 3rd or 4th circle, but now they have their eyes set on Mercenaries. A lot of grenades being popped in, but unfortunately no damage done. We are down to 3 teams. Team 3 having the highest numbers advantage. Team 12 down to 1 guy, and that 1 guy is way outside the circle, and if he tries to go into the circle, he will be picked up either by Mercenaries or by Team 3, so that is going to happen for sure. Fender has been spotted. Will Team Vader act as a spoiler? No, actually he has been shut down completely by the players of Team 3. Russian might be coming in. Team 3 starting trying to make their way into the circle. Fender still surviving, but he's also struggling to move into the circle, as he will try to pop in a painkiller, as he has been fed by that painkiller from one of his teammates. RG, they need to pop in some good grenades if they want to get a hold of Mercenaries Esports, as 1 knock has arrived. 1v3 fight coming into play. Let's see if we will see a 1v3 coming in from Fender. He has been a great player. Now he'll be going for that knock, and he will be confirmed without any delay. So it will be Team T44 getting that chicken dinner. RG Team 44 by Survivor getting that chicken dinner with a total of 14 kills. Second position goes to Mercenaries Esports again, and this time with a total of 14 kills. So they have been very consistent at second position. Let's see if they can compensate for that in the next game, when if they get the chicken dinner in the next one. Anyways, Team CM coming up at third position with a total of 0 kills, and rest of the rankings you can see for yourself. Thank you so much guys for joining in. We will meet after a short break with the third game of the day.
like I do right now. Don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. But you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall, my love, if you feel like I do right now. Don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
remember how you held me then? Now you got me reaching out. And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out. Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, how long do I got to keep you, to keep you? Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, trying so hard not to keep you, to keep you. How long do I got to keep you, to keep you? Trying so hard not to keep you, to keep you. Do you remember how you held me then? Now you got me reaching out. Yeah. And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out. Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, how long do I got to keep you, to keep you? Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, trying so hard not to keep you, to keep you.
Don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. But you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall, my love, if you feel like I do right now. Don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna try, but you never
Alright guys, thank you so much for joining in. This will be the last game of the Gold League finals that we are hosting. We have already seen the last two games, and the team that stood out for me, it was Mercenary Esports, going to the top 2 in both the matches and getting a plethora of kills in both the games as well. Let's see if they will be able to repeat that thing in this one, if they will be able to come on top in this one as well, and if they will be able to increase their lead on the top. Anyways, ASL squad, they started off well in Erangel. Unfortunately, weren't able to repeat that in the Shannon game. They actually kind of disappeared in the Shannon game. But we are seeing a lot less players, only 72 players in this one. Team 4 only coming with 1 player, and we had at least 77 player lobby in the first day itself, in the first game itself actually. Let's talk about this flight path. Flight path does play a very big role in deciding which teams will have an edge over the other squad. Right now, talking about the trajectory, it starts from Ladrilia, finishes off at Porto Praiso, a horizontal southern flight path which will stop a lot of squads, which will actually stop a lot of teams from going to their preferred locations. Anyways, let's see where they'll go. Let's see how far they will reach, as teams have already started to take their drops. Team CM again taking those edge drops. We saw them taking the edge drop, I guess, in Shannock as well, and it did work out for them, but unfortunately they were not able to do a lot of kills in that game. Team 3 on the other hand taking a split drop. Suvi is going at a different place, and the other players from by are moving towards Veldelma, I guess. I guess they are trying to take the control over Veldelma, and there is no other squad at that location. Chumasera has been a hot drop from a long time. Let's see if we'll be seeing any fight in Chumasera this time. I guess there are a lot of squads are moving towards that location. Team 17 also very close to Chumasera, but won't be having that control over that region. Team 10 on the other hand, they have landed at this area with the likes of Team 9, Team 8 and Team 10 as well. So a lot of teams actually showing a great confidence in moving to Chumasera. Let's see if any team will be able to come alive. As Freedez gets confirmed, he will be giving that 1 kill to Team LG Rage. He came in as a solo player, went out very early as expected from a solo player. But Team Tug, they have a lot to lose here. I guess they did very well in the first game itself, and now they are in the second game. Team 8 on the other hand, they have got that M416 to start with. Rich has been spotted as well. If you talk about LG Rage, he has got that Scarl as well, so he's not having any scarcity of guns. Let's see if LG Rage will be able to connect those shots. He goes for that Scarlet spray, connects as well. Will be going for another spray on the second player as well. Shifts to M16, and I guess it's the time to reload that Scarlet. If he has the time, he can actually go for that Scarlet again, because M16 not the best gun in close range. He's going for that burst shot. Unfortunately, won't be able to connect. That shotgun was enough to knock him out and get that confirmation as well. Rich has been completely flushed. LGA J Rich now comes into play, and one of the players from Team 9 has already been knocked out, so Rich might be able to confirm that. But another shotgun comes in from Sena. He will get another, and how well is this guy using those shotguns? Anyways, the spray comes in, shuts him down, but will it be enough to keep him alive? No, it won't be, and it will be Team 9 coming out on top with minimal HPs. Look at the health points of these players, surviving on 5 or 15 HP, barely breathing right now, and they have got a total of 3 kills to start with. The start was not that good. Unfortunately, one of the players was knocked out very early, but going down after in the mid phase actually, they have been completely eliminated. They have been completely annihilated. Thug Boss still looking for some information. I guess this is the right time to rush in on Team 9, since they're not having enough loot, since they're not having enough health points, they're not having health kits as well. So I guess if Team 10 can actually come in, and if they can make the best out of it, they will be getting those shots connected. Ross, I guess it's Boss or Ross, I'll have to check that. It's Boss on the high ground, has that information, and he only needs to connect a few shots, maybe 1 or 2 shots on Immortal, and he will get that knock. Lethal Weapon on the other hand gets a knock on Daku actually will be getting that confirmation as well. Immortal has been knocked out, and this is what I was talking about, 1 or 2 shots, and it was VSS coming in from the other side, and the second player has gone down as well. The heroics of Xenosena won't be able to work in this game. Rohan trying to connect those even before you have shots. Let's see if we'll be able to take that knock. 2 of the players from Team 9 are already down. It's going to be Team 10 who are giving back to Team 9 what they did to the other squad. They are being giving it back, and now Team 9 is going down really easily. They are down to 1 player. They had a very good start, and not that good of a start considering that they lost out on a lot of health points. Even it was a 3v4 fight, one of the players was knocked out, and after that they were not able to fill that bar up again, and now they are down to Ricky, who survives, the only player. They have got 3 kills to start with, but unfortunately this might be the end. Those heads popping in. Ricky might be able to get that shot connected on that player, and maybe he will be able to get that knock, and that will take this fight to a 2v3 fight, maybe 2v4 fight, 1v4 fight actually. maybe 1v3 as well, if he's able to get that knock. Let's see what happens right now as Ricky survives as the sole player, and now he's struggling to find a comfortable spot as teams have already started to rush in. That head popping in again. Ricky will go for that spray. He will get flushed. It will be Rohan coming in with that spray again, and he will flush that kill. He will get a total of 4 kills for his squad without losing out on any player. So this is how you clutch the other squad without having any casualty, without losing your health points, and they have done it well. It was kind of unorganized from the other squad, but fortunately they were able to flush out one squad, but it was not enough to flush out another squad. Anyway, Zone again taking a hard shift, this time towards the western side, and in Channok as well we saw a northwestern shift actually, but this time it's completely on the northern side as EXT gets that knock and confirmation. I guess it was one of the players from MGT who is on the receiving end. Mr. Ang survives as the only player. He will be confirmed as well, and now whole MGT has been completely annihilated out of this game. Going back to team 1, and if we talk about team 1, we have Prash, MGT Lang and BT Honey. Lethal Weapon gets a knock on Prash, but I guess the revival will be coming through. We still have some players from EXT on this side of the map, as Prash has already been confirmed by Lethal Weapon. Lethal Weapon has already got 2 kills for his squad. But if you talk about Lethal Weapon, he's surviving as his sole player. He's looking to get as many kills as possible because he knows that the end is near. It will be coming now in a few minutes. So he is wanting to get as many kills as possible, trying to get as many kill points. And if you talk about the teams here, team 15, team 1, and there's one more squad at this location, I guess it's going to be team 16 who are surviving as a solo player. Anyways, there are a lot of squads surrounding him, so he's trying his best to survive. He's trying his best to take his squad to the top. Avi on the other hand trying to get some energy drinks. SQ9 Hawk gets knocked out, so it's going to be SQ9 again engaging in a fight. Let's get back to them as they are down to 3 guys. They only started with 3 players. Hawk is knocked out. I guess this is the time for team 6 to rush in, because if you look at Nehra, he's at the other side of the road, and if Nehra can be knocked out here, it will give an opportunity to team 6 to actually make the best out of it. SQ9 Nehra trying his best to take that knock. Unfortunately won't be able to connect as of now, but will just disable the preview. Alright, let's talk about SQ Nehra, who tried to get that grenade connected, but unfortunately wasn't able to do that. Now trying to pop in some bandages. SQ9 still 3 players standing. FD on the other hand trying to come from the top side. It's going to be FD, Sassy, and the other players are still surviving, but they have got 0 kills to the name. They have got that initial knock to start with. Unfortunately won't be able to get that revival done. As Nehra has been knocked out, it will be very hard for SQ9 to get that revival done, because there was a lot of distance between these players, and Hawk finally comes in and he might be able to get that revival done. But if you talk about team 6, they have some nice angles. Ninja coming in from the back side, then there are 2 more players coming in from the front side, and yes, they have started to close in. Hawk is going in for that revival. The revival won't be possible. I guess they just were short of 1 second, and numbers were too much for Hawk as Dogra survives as the only player. Dogra will be trying to rush in. He might be able to get that knock. Unfortunately the spray wasn't enough, and his bullets weren't even enough to knock out Sassy. It will be SQ9 going down at 16th position, and we are seeing a lot of squads going down very early into the game, as we are left with 49 players and 15s going into the 8th minute of the game. Let's get back to team 15. EXT squad, 5 kills to the name. There are also 3 players standing, but team 16 is in a very close vicinity to them. Lethal Weapon, the only player, he has been doing a lot of damage to the other players. He has already got a total of 3 kills for himself, and his squad is only having 3 kills, and all the kills have come from his gun, so he's doing well till now. Let's see how far he will go, as Weapon will try his best to get a lot more kills, because he only has 3 kill points right now, and there is 1 squad in front. It's going to be team 13, and then he has team 15 on his backside as well, and team 1, one of the players from team 1 is sharing the same building. I guess I'll have to check that, as he's in a very close vicinity, that's for sure. Let's see where the team 1 player is. Actually I cannot spot him out. Where is that guy? Team 1, actually we'll just go to the ground level. Honey is actually very close. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. He's very close to Weapon. He will have some information as well, as he's reading those footsteps. He's feeding on that information. He's hearing them very closely, and after that he will try to get a kill on Weapon as soon as he spots him out. Anyways, Weapon on the other hand, he's kind of going for that safer approach. He's trying to cancel out the buildings in which he's not expecting the players to be, and after that he is weaving his rotations according to that. He's planning it out really well, and I'll have to just check if the stream is working fine or not. Yes, it is working fine. It is working very fine actually. No frame drops as of now. Let's talk about some more fights as we are down to 49 players. A lot of fights actually happened in the first few phases of the game, and this is what I was talking about. The meta has changed completely. If you talk about Erangel, it doesn't happen too often these days. Teams have learned to rotate completely, and they actually managed to avoid a lot of fights in the initial phase of the game. But if you talk about Miramar, teams actually get caught off guard in the middle phase of the game, and they get flushed very easily. And a lot of third parties and fourth parties are coming in Miramar as compared to Erangel in the initial phase only. So Team 22, they are looking for a high ground. They are looking for some information on the squads that are going to rotate, and they are trying to cut off those rotations. Blazy, on the other hand, he's trying to go to the topmost point, but unfortunately won't be able to do that. He falls down, but still he can go back up. But I guess he has nice little angles from this position. It will be very hard for him to connect any kind of spray from this location, because if you look at his position right now, he's way on the top, and if any squad is going to rotate from the downside, the distance is going to increase a lot, and it will be very hard for him to control that spray. But yes, he can prone down. That will be one thing going in his favor. Let's get back to some more teams as we are onto our team 21 Royal Squad. Still 3 players standing. They have started to rotate from that old-fashioned bus, which moves very slow, has very less health. But again, if you don't have any other vehicle, just use it. And it can, one good thing that comes down with this bus is that it can provide you a good little cover. So that is going to be one good thing going in ASOP's favor. He can just use this bus as a cover, and it will help him grow. It will help him survive for a longer time. Let's get back to Team 22 as well, as they are playing on the edges, as they were trying to get to the top, use that high ground advantage, trying to spot out teams, scouting the areas. As of now, they are looking to make the best out of their high ground, but they haven't been able to do so as of now. Team 2019 Mercenaries Esports struggling outside the circle as of now, since the circle took a western shift, and they are moving in from the eastern side, and now they have already entered the circle. Now they will be looking for a stronger position inside the circle, where they won't have to move much, but they will be able to gather a lot of kills. They will be able to cut off a lot of the rotations which will be coming through. Anyways, they still have 0 kills, but at the end they like to take a lot of kills in the later phase of the game, because if you talk about the starting, they like to take some kill points. They start like to complete their loot as well. But when they go all in the later phase of the game, they are actually at their best, and they manage to get a lot of kills. Let's talk about Team 3, as they are on the high ground. They are trying to put that to good use, as they've got some angles on Team 12. They've already got that knock to start with, but unfortunately they were not able to build up on it. Team CM, they haven't been performing that well. They haven't been getting a lot of kills, but now it is the chance for them, because they are 4 players standing again, and team number 3 is rushing in completely. They are not weighing the opportunities right now. They are completely rushing in without any prior information. But if you look at Team 12, they have actually made a sandwich out of Team 3, but that sandwich can actually go against them, because if you look at Team 12 right now, they have 4 players standing, but 2 of the players are on the back side, and the other 2 players are not in the ADS of their teammates. So I guess it can go against them, as Taz pops in a beautiful grenade will actually he won't be able to get that knock. That knock came in from the other side. It was from Royal Squad, I guess, as Eddie is trying to fall back. ASR gets the confirmation on the other player. Godrush has been knocked out as well, and ASOP will get confirmed. ASR again starting on the same note that they started in Erangel, but they were not able to move on to the top of the ranking. So let's see if they will be able to do that, as Thug Neo is trying to spot out the players of Team 18 who are already knocked out. Their helmets and vests have been compromised, they have been damaged. But ASR coming up on top, they still have a lot of kills, and they have got actually 3 kills to start with. But 2 of their players knocked out, and the third party is coming in from Boss. It's going to be Boss who has got that knock again, and will be trying that spray, and he is prone down. But I guess Team ASR, they need to be aggressive as well. If they can get aggressive, if they can get a little aggressive here, if they can actually come back and take some shots on Team 10 as well, that will be very good for them. Unfortunately, they haven't been able to do so. Venix is coming in from the backside. Shamsots can get the job done here. By Survivor gets a knock on Crypto. Let's see if the confirmation will be arriving or not. Team 10 still surviving with 4 players. Taz gets a confirmation on Crypto, and that confirmation actually came in really quickly. Team 12, I guess they are in a lot more danger. Team 3 on the other hand, they have also got that 1 kill to start with, and Team 3, they are moving in a very synergic manner. They are moving in as a team. But if you look at Team 12, they are kind of separated. They are kind of scattered across this area, and this is why they are actually going down. One of the players has already been confirmed. They haven't been able to do any damage as of now to Team 3. They're not able to give it back to their opponents. Team Sim, they have been spotted again. Taz is going in open, and this is what I was talking about. These players from Team 3, they have full confidence of the cover that they are getting right now. That's why they are just going all in. They are not thinking about anything else. They are just considering that they have to finish this squad off, they have to get those kills, and they are doing it really well. Gladius gets a knock on Baba. Let's see if that confirmation will be arriving or not. Taz will be rushing in. CM has been performing. If we talk about Team 12, they are just thinking about running away. They are just thinking about going away from this fight, and it is giving kind of advantage to Team 3 as they are moving in. They are hunting them down like lions. They know where the players are. They are just going in. They are seeing their backs. They are throwing them those shots down, and they have been able to put a lot of pressure on these players of Team 12 who are kind of isolated right now. They are very much far away from each other. Survivor goes down. Finally the spray comes in. Finally the resistance is coming in. I guess it's going to be team by Survivor got a knock on Vader, but Team CM Eddie will get that knock in the return fire, but Vader has been shot down. He will get confirmed as well. It will be Taz who will be coming in with that confirmation. Now Team 12 is down to 2 guys. Let's see how they will perform with a total of 2 players. Will they be able to come back? Stream is working fine, but the game is lagging a little bit, but don't worry about it. Anyways, Team CM starting to rotate from the right hand side as Sky Ninja gets a knock on Toxic Dude, and one more player from ASR has been confirmed. So ASR is in a lot of trouble as they have been surrounded by a lot of teams. I guess Team 12 is also in a very close vicinity to them. So let's get back to them and see if ASR will be able to come back, as God Rush has been knocked out as well. And now Team ASR, I guess they are on the verge of extinction. I guess Baba is the only player standing from his squad. Gladius will be trying to take that shot. Godrush still surviving. Some smokes can come in handy, but will they be enough? Some smokes being thrown by Team 10 as well. And I guess the view is being blocked, but Thugron will have a nice little angle. He will go for that play, and we'll get that confirmation on the players of ASR, and that will be it, as the third zone will start to close in. In a matter of 47 seconds, we are seeing some smokes being thrown from Team Thug as well. They have got a total of 8 kills, so they are having a healthy lead over the squads, but the thing that has gone against them is that they have lost out on one of their players in the process of getting those 8 kills. Anyways, Team 3, they had that angle. Unfortunately, they were not able to make the best out of it. So please contact the management for that. I cannot do anything in that. It is giving group. You'll have to contact the management about how you didn't get the ID password or what happened. Let's talk about Team 3, as they are still 4 players standing. They have got a total of 2 kills, and now we will see the third circle closing in. Let's talk about the third circle, as it has taken a northern shift. El Pozo is still up for grabs, but there is no squad in El Pozo. If teams can actually rotate completely from the backside towards El Pozo, we are seeing a lot of squads in the southern side, but the northern half is completely empty. There is no squad in the complete northern half. All the teams are cluttered, all the teams are crowded in the southern region, and yes, we are seeing a lot of fights because of that. Team 5 also in a very close vicinity to Team 17, and the fight between these two squads might start as well, and we are seeing a confirmation coming in from Team NS. I guess it's Team 17 who are on the receiving end. Some shots being thrown by Vortex as well. Team 17 down to 3 players. They haven't been able to get a lot of kills, and we saw that in the last game as well when they finished off at 3rd position, I guess, with a total of 0 kills. And again, they're down to 3 players, but with 0 kills. Grenades being thrown by Crofty, but the grenade will come from them, and I guess they are a step back. If you talk about their opponents, they are just their opponents are just 1 step ahead of them. Navy trying to fall back and will get flushed as well, again going down without causing any trouble to the opponents. The revival will be coming through, and it will be Team RU coming with 4 players. They have got a total of 4 easy kills to start with. Anyways, Team 3, they have had some nice little high grounds. Will they be able to flush out Mercenaries? Esports Mercenaries, if you talk about them, they have been on a roll from the last week itself. They have been doing really well, and now they have Team 3 to deal with, and I guess they have got that information. I guess Tox knows that there is a squad on the other side, so he will be trying to build up on that information. He will be trying to give out that information to his squad mates as well, but we'll have to see in whose favor this match will go as we go on to the next few phases of the circle. Tug Neo gets a knock on Sky Ninja. Sky Ninja has been confirmed as well by that vehicle, so I guess Tug Neo coming out on top in that fight. Still 11 teams are left. Zone takes a hard shift towards the northern side, so I guess that is favoring the squads, as we saw a lot of teams on the northern on the southern edge, and the zone has also shifted towards the southern edge. Northern edge was completely empty. Survivor has been spotted. Tox comes up with a spray. He will be connecting those shots. We'll be getting that confirmation as well. Beautiful spray coming in from Tox. Spy Survivor has been confirmed by Wrath. Now Team 3 is down to 3 guys. They haven't been able to deal any damage to Team Mercenaries, but they have got a lot of damage done to them, and since the circle took a hard shift, now they are still inside the circle. They can hold this location positioned well, they have the high ground advantage, but they haven't been able to put that high ground advantage to good use. They haven't been able to give out any cover to their squad mate. One of the player has actually flanked towards the left hand side completely, and he's too far away from his squad mates to actually give any kind of cover to his squad mate, and on top of that he is not able to get any cover as well. Anyways, let's see what happens as Taz is making his way to the top again, and now he will have a better view. He has the best high ground as of now, but will he be able to put that to good use? Because he has no backup right now, he has no reinforcements coming in for him, so I guess it's going to be very hard for him as Vortex connects a shot on one of the players of Mercenaries. Zlatan has been knocked out. The revival will be coming through. They might be eager to use some smokes as well, as the shots are coming on. Fender has been spotted as some shots coming on Zlatan, and I guess his leg was showing up, and now he finally rotates, but his head is showing up now. Actually, now nothing is showing up, so yes, Zlatan will survive for the time being. If you show your leg too much, you will get flushed, and Zlatan was on the verge of getting flushed. Good shots coming in from the opponents. I guess it was team 5 who were taking those shots. Anyways, let's see how far they'll go, as we are having some ping issues. I don't know for some reason, but these ping issues might be happening with everyone, so it doesn't matter. If one problem is everybody's problem, then it's no problem. Anyways, Yuvraj trying to take some shots. He's outside the circle. The fourth circle has tried to close in. P3S again going down really early. Prashant Dubey, thank you so much for joining the stream, bro. P3S Yuvraj joining this game very early, and now he has tried to flank towards the right hand side. He's trying to rotate from the right angle. Anyways, play zone confirms Tug Boss. Yuvraj is trying to go, and he's trying to heal up as quickly as possible. EXT is down to 2 guys as well, but they are also struggling outside the circle. They are being gatekept by the players of Team 15, Team 14, so that's going to be one thing to look at. Team 22 also trying to gatekeep them. Team 22 on the other hand, they are also trying to move into the circle. That can go in their favor. The Mercenaries Esports is again inside the circle, and this has been a story with them. And actually it was Zlatan who who rotated completely inside the circle as soon as the zone formed, but Apex is right on top of them. They can use this high ground advantage. Stars might act as a spoiler from another high ground, but he's outside the circle, so he needs to move in as well, and the fifth circle will start to close in a matter of 51 seconds. They are 58 meters away from the circle, so that can go against them. One of the players from EXT has already been knocked out. Playzone knocks out Rohan as well. T44 Joker has been knocked out. Arjunaman will try to use his high ground advantage, will try to put this high ground advantage to good use. Some grenades being thrown by Naman. Let's see if he'll be able to connect as vehicle explosion finishes off one of the players. T44 Joker just got flushed before that vehicle explosion. Grenade comes in, but unfortunately it won't connect. Let's see if another grenade will connect from team Arjunaman as he connects that grenade beautifully. Wrath is down to 20 HP, but he barely survives. Zlatan on the other hand will be trying to put those smokes to good use, will be trying to put those vehicles to good use. Let's see how far he will go, as Apex Gladius and company coming in from the top side. They are trying to pop in some good grenades, they are trying to pop in some good smokes. Unfortunately they haven't been able to repeat their glory of the past week. Anyways, let's talk about Ryuga OP. Yuga OP, I guess Ryuga or Yuga. Maybe it's Ryuga. Okay, it's Ryuga. Taz gets a knock on CM dead. Will be trying for that confirmation. Team Mercs on the other hand, Team Mercenaries on the other hand, they're in a very tough spot as they have held that down ridge which can go against them. They have a squad on top, but the squad on top hasn't been able to use their high ground advantage, hasn't been able to put that high ground advantage to good use, as Naman is low on health. He will need to heal up as quickly as possible, going for that zigzag movement, and yes, he will make it to safety as Yuga OP gets knocked out. Ryuga OP gets knocked out by that beautiful M24 shot. Team 14 in a very good spot. The fifth circle has closed in. Team 3 barely surviving right now, but will they be able to survive? The last player is outside the circle. By Fox shot also makes it in. Team 14 favored by the zone, as the zone takes central shift this time. It is favoring Team 5 and Team 14. Rest of the squads are still outside the circle, and we still have 5 squads alive in the fifth circle. That will start to close in a little while. Anyways, Mercenaries has been spotted. Molly coming in from Cyrox. He will be trying to pop it in, and let's see if that Molly did connect or not. Actually it didn't connect, unfortunate for the other players. And yes, we have seen some grenades and mollies coming in, and they have been able to do a little damage to Mercenaries, but they haven't been able to get that knock that is required from the other squads. And Mercenaries again very consistent with their gameplay. They have again made it to top 5, and they might be looking for a chicken dinner just because they have 4 players standing, but they haven't been able to get that chicken dinner just because of a few things that haven't gone in the way in the later phase of the game. Wrath goes down, Apex Gladius goes down as well. One of the players from Team 3 came in at the right time to provide that unnecessary cover, I guess, because he provided that cover to the other squad. Now RGT has 4 kills to their name, but they have made it to top 5 as well, so maybe they are looking for a good finisher. If they can chip in with some third parties, some fourth parties, maybe they will be able to get that chicken, even if the numbers are not favoring them. Anyways, team 5 going in for that revival. They are still looking for some information, but in the process of getting that revival done, they have spotted out some of the players from team 14 who are also inside the circle with some hard cover. So hard cover and the circle favor, this is all you need in the final few phases of the circle. As Taz gets knocked out, Fox shot actually will survive as the only player. Taz has been confirmed as well. He's way outside the circle. 18 meters in the 6th circle is actually a lot of distance, because you can see that the kind of damage that is being done to him, and he's not having any health kits. So I guess he might go down. Team 14 might be the team to finish him off, but Fox shot will surprisingly make it to the circle and will stay alive. That's next level thing. Anyways, Mercenaries is going down. They will get eliminated at the 5th position, and this has been their worst performance in the last 3 games. Eliminated at 5th position, but the bar they have set for themselves, it's next level. Anyways, let's get back to Tog, as they also have 4 players standing. They have got those 4 kills, and zone, if the zone doesn't favor you, you cannot just get that chicken dinner. Anyways, M416 spray comes in. Cyrox has been spotted, will go down as well. Team 5 down to 2, team 22 still 4 guys standing. We're down to our top 3 teams, where team 14 was having the high ground advantage, was having the hard cover as well, and they are still not that far away from the circle. They are only 16 meters away from the circle, 14 meters I guess, and they will make it to the circle safely without having much trouble. Mr. Badesha, I guess it is, who will be trying to use that high ground advantage, coming up with the 200 IQ gameplay, but unfortunately that won't be of any use, as Batman connects a beautiful spray and will get that knock. Let's get back to team 5. They have some nice little angles as well, but they are outside the circle. The 7th zone will start to close in a matter of 1 second, and now we are moving on to our 26th minute in Miramar. One of the longest games, if you talk about Miramar, it is one of the longest match, and now Vortex will try to go in. He has spotted a few players out of team 22, but unfortunately won't be able to connect, as GLaDOS survives the only player with 5 health kits, so he will be going for that heal battle for sure. DD Batman has been knocked out. Team 14 also struggling to keep themselves alive. They are 1 meter, actually not that far away from the circle. They are inside the circle, so that thing is going to favor them. It allows team 22 to rush in, and Badesha, I guess, going in from the left hand side. One of the players from team 14 has been knocked out. We still have 3 teams alive. Team 5 Apex GLaDOS will be going for that heal battle and will get eliminated at 3rd position, because there is nothing he can do. Just because he was not having enough health kits to survive. Anyways, the circle will close him down, shut him down. Maybe, just maybe, he might have been able to move in, but team 22 says no, denies the entry, and now we are down to our top 2 teams, where team 14 is outside the circle. Team 22 trying to make their way into the circle. They have been spotted. Batman not able to make the best out of that opportunity. They were down on numbers, so if that knock would have arrived, it could have meant that maybe just team 14 can come back. Anyways, team 22 still down to 4 players. There are still 4 players surviving, I guess. They have some nice little angles. Ryuga OP gets a knock. Badesha still surviving, trying to make something out of it. Will be going for that spray, and yes, Bruno Whitey gets a knock on Badesha, and that will be the end of the 3rd and the final game of Gold League. And Tog will get that chicken, and I guess this is the 2nd chicken dinner for them. They have got that chicken dinner with a total of 10 kills, so amazing gameplay coming in from the boys. SDG coming in at 2nd position with a total of 3 kills. 3rd position goes to Team RU with a total of 6 kills, and the rest of the rankings you can see for yourself. Thank you so much guys for joining in. We will meet next week maybe. Thank you so much. Will survive as the only player. Taz has been
Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run, try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. Let's have a bit of fun till our downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna try, but you
Remember how you held me then? Now you got me reaching out. And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out?